Alright, I'm back. So, yeah. But that's why, like, we ate there yesterday. But I didn't pay, because, like, the first, like, my son's stepbrother was like, Dad says he's not gonna pay for you. I'm like, it's fine. Like, I didn't expect him to. And then I guess maybe because of that, and then, like, I started venting to my best friend. I was like, what? See, that's the shit that happens. Like, I was just frustrated. I'm like, I'm happy to see other people get help, right? You know, like, it seems like it's easier for other people to get help. And so I'm like, but then I'm like, when I ask, I do genuinely need it, because it's like, yeah, you might see me, you know, like, doing what millennials do, you know, like, I'm just trying to find happiness, and, like, also, like, a little bit of joy here and there, but also, the stuff I need help with is, like, bigger bills that, like, I can't really do anything about right now. Like, why do my eyes look like that? Okay, it's because of the sun. Sorry, I'm like, is it the filter? But, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, so, like, I don't really probably have to explain, but, like, I'm sure you get it. But he did, when I was like, well, after I said that, and then we pulled up to the, in the parking lot, and then they were inside, and my son's stepbrother came out, and he's like, he decided he will pay for you guys, so come on, get your asses inside, basically. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, like, that's nice. Like, maybe because he didn't feel like he was, like, pressured to, which I understand, I get that. Like, so it's like, he's not horrible. Like, I don't mind him. It's just sometimes it's frustrating because he's like, I need 2 days notice from if you want to get, like, have our son for, like, a visit over at your house or whatever. So it's like, that's frustrating, but I understand to some extent. But at the same time, it's like, I guess, like, you know, holidays I could really see, because, like, you're busy or whatever, and they have their family stuff. But it's still, it's like, bro, I never did that to any of you, and you're doing this to me. Like, my exes act like I'm like, it seems that they see. This is what happens. This is why I should talk more. But I get all, like, I have a hard time being thrown over, because I will get to that, but I'll tell you why. But, like, let's see what my battery charge is at, because, like, I have it plugged in. For doing these videos, I keep it plugged in while it's on my ring light, so that it doesn't die super fast. Sorry. Yeah, so, like, it's like my kids' dads, they like to act all, I don't know, like that. And then I'm like, I never gave you any limits. I was always like, yeah, you can see them anytime, as long as, you know, we're in town, or, like, if not out of town or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, it's like, but lately they've all been not acting like an asshole. So, like, it's usually like, well, one of them is acting like it, the other ones are fine, but, like, I don't know. The only thing is my oldest daughter's dad, she's gonna be like 11 this year, and my youngest daughter's gonna be 7. Yeah, like, my son, and on the 23rd is gonna be 15. Like, what the fuck's going on? They're getting older, but, like, I don't know. And my oldest daughter, the last time I talked to her and her dad were sitting there just playing a game, and it was really nice, and it seemed like I was like, okay, I like this, because they could play, like, video games or whatever together. They have that in common. They really both like video games and stuff. It's 4:11. I'm starting to see the time. Yeah, so that's calmed me more. Like, it made me feel better about her living there, because I just didn't realize he actually spent too terrible much time with her. I thought he was always like, be quiet, you're too loud, mama. It's like, she is a kid. Like, what do you want? Like, anyway, so, like, I just don't like that she doesn't have her own, like, messenger kids. Like, my youngest daughter, although I talked to her the other day on her dad's account, because they just moved and they haven't got their Wi-Fi yet, so, but I mean, they're doing really well over there, so I'm excited to be able to go visit her there. She knows about the ghosts in her place. I was like, I made a joke about it. She's like, oh, these ghosts? And she's like telling me their names, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you do know. Like, well, I firmly believe my kids, I mean, it's like, I firmly believe kids, and are really connected to the spiritual realm, and I do my best to try to keep that there, keep it, and not, like, nourish it, you know, and not be like, oh, no, I'm not. You know, like how we were raised, like, oh, others don't exist, or whatever the fuck. Excuse me, I'm just like, yeah, they exist, and you don't really have to be scared of them. I don't know, I just, like, make it a normal part of conversation, where it's like, it is a normal part of life, because we're first and foremost spiritual people, and we're spirit first, and then this bodysuit is just one aspect of who we are. So that's why I think it's important to talk about that stuff. So for me, like, yeah. Anyways, like, a lot lately, like, there's been, I'm thinking if I got it all covered with the kids. A lot lately, it's like, it's been like a lot of people hitting me up or trying to, like, talk to me, and I'm just like, no. Like, last week, there was this guy from all that group stuff or whatever. He added me that day, where I had to, like, let them, like, make that post about the group of the creepy dudes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back and through my videos and try to find it. I don't know. Another dude added me, you know, that day, and I was like, okay, well, they seem fine. They didn't say anything until last week, and mind you, they have a girlfriend. They were like, they messaged me randomly. They never even interacted with anything of mine or anything. They're just nothing, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, sexy, in my inbox, and I'm like, don't you have a girlfriend? And they're like, and they had seen it and they blocked me, right? I was like, okay, so I screenshot it and sent it to her, and the next day I woke up, she had blocked me. It's like, I know that I have made mistakes, and I was the other woman knowingly at least twice in my life, and that was during the times that I was like, I didn't love myself enough, and I didn't so that in turn, I guess that makes sense with the saying, if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. But it's not like that black and white is what was trying to say. So now that I love and respect myself more, I will never do that again. So now I'm like, if it was me, I wouldn't want to know, and if I happen to know whatever, I will let the motherfucker know. So, like, because I am so strongly advocating and like that now, because I have been on both sides, and I know what it's like for both parties, so I want to make sure people know, okay, I'm not like that anymore, and, like, just because you've done a mistake or whatever, done something in the past doesn't mean you can't grow from it and advocate against it now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it took a while for me to get myself there and figure myself, and, like, yeah, I used to have, like, upset and, like, kind of hate my twin's wife, but, like, we were supposed to be best friends. But then I was, like, thinking, okay, well, you were my friend for many years, and you never once, like, maybe twice, offered help. Okay, maybe 3 times, because, like, she's just randomly, like, asked me one time, 2017, what my kids' sizes were, and so she could send, like, cute little pajamas. And then, like, 2 other times when we were struggling in 2020, she sent stuff. But, like, the other times, it's like, most importantly, I don't know, I was just, like, trying to make excuses in a way, but it doesn't matter how somebody is, what kind of person they are, they still don't deserve it. Hold on, I will make another